Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys a few things before we actually get into some gameplay here. I've had a lot of requests wondering where my golden wrench had gone, my Australian wrench. I had traded it a while back in an unusual trade, and since I've gotten a lot of requests to see it again, I actually went ahead and traded up back into getting another Australian wrench. So you guys will see this back. It's not my professional kill streak one that I had before, but it's got the same shine and it's specialized at least. So you guys will be able to see what my sentry is actually doing. So it will make its return along with a lot of my stock gameplay loadouts that I do as engineer. So on top of this, last week I held a stream on Monday. In that stream I crafted 30 refined metal and created 10 items. And with those 10 items I gave out a few of them in the stream itself. Now, I've been watching my viewership go up quite a bit now, and we're up to over 750 subscribers. We're nearly at the 1,000 subscriber mark. 1,000! That's way, way beyond I could have imagined. But, at the same time, it's really touching. So what I want to do at the end of this video, comment in the section below, and you can comment on which item you want that I have crafted from these 6 items that all have my signature on them. That's right, you can have an item that was crafted and has MrSpirit's name on it for Spy, Pyro, Heavy, Sniper, and a multi-class. So all you have to do at the end of this video is comment, and you'll have a comment which one you want. We have the coffin kit for Pyro, the smoking skid lid for Pyro, Gone Commando for Heavy, counterfeit billycock for Spy, Bondelier for Soldier, Demo, Pyro, and the Sydney Strawboat for Sniper. And as you've seen, I've played all of these classes. I've played all 9, and I've crafted these. So you guys have a chance to win one of these signed items. Just make sure in the comments below. You can enter in for all 6, but odds are you're only going to win 1 if you enter in for all 6. I want to try and make this fair as possible for everyone. And if you guys are wondering, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am doing a big giveaway. An unusual green energy hot rod for engineers. That's right, at 1,000 subscribers, that means you guys should spread around this word that, hey, watch this guy, share him on Reddit, Tumblr, share him with your friends, let them know that Spirit is the place to go to learn your engineering and to have some of your fun. Because the odds are you can have a chance to win an unusual green energy. That's a high tier effect. Unusual. With one of my favorite hats I've ever had to play with. The hot rod. So, remember, comment below. You have a chance to win one of those 6 items. And spread around, because at 1,000 we've got an unusual hot rod to give away. So, without further ado, let's move on to the footage. today. Today I'm playing some Badwater as the offensive engineer, using a rescue ranger, wrangler, and a stock wrench. And I chose Badwater because I actually haven't done it yet in a video for you guys. And I also wanted to be able to give you guys some tips to becoming an offensive engineer with level 3 sentries. So, without further ado, we'll start with tip number 1. Your sentry is a disposable device. You've got 3 buildings, and on offense, your most disposable is your sentry. Your least disposable is your teleporter. The teleporter is the bread and butter for offense. Without it, your team has to walk and jump and waste health, and it can cause great damage for them if they're slow. It gives the other team a time to press up. However, your sentry is there to distract them and get them kills. You see, with the rescue ranger, I used it to put it there, heal it, just as a distraction. And with that distraction, my team's been able to push out the tunnel. And with the rescue ranger, I'm using it, if I build it up to level 2 or 3, be able to pull it along with me and heal it from long range, so I'm not stuck in enemy lines of fire. Picking up and moving my sentry around myself if I'm only going a short distance. With this tunnel cleared, they can't come behind us. They have to come in front of us. So they don't have much of a choice. Now, the way the sentry is supposed to work with all this coverage is the cart is now free to move. So our best option would be to move the sentry where we can cover the cart. This tunnel just makes sure we don't get ambushed running to the cart. Tip number 2 for being an offensive engineer is having a dispenser is great. It creates a little bit of a fallback, but it allows you not to give up ground. Use it as a team meeting spot. Your team can use it, and when your team's using your equipment, it means you're doing a job well done as an engineer. Now, your dispenser is slightly a bit more disposable than the sentry. However, you want to keep that around so your team will have something to fall back to. With a dispenser, it's best to keep it in a place where it's not in a sniper lane and not where it's going to be an easy target. Here by the A sign for Badwater is a great spot. It's not a sniper lane, and the only way a sniper will get a sight line on it is by jumping around the corner at your team. By there, your team should be ready. Tip number 3, teleporters. Keep them up as much as possible and as close to the front as possible. With a teleporter up close, it will be able to get your teammates to the front. However, the closer you put it to the front, the higher the level you want it to be. General rule of thumb is if your team's moving fast, a level 1 teleporter. If your team's got a medium go to it, level 2, and if your team's just been stopped dead, level 3. It takes a lot of time to set up a sentry, and that's time you could be used to be our teleporter, and that's a lot of time that's used up, which could be pushing a level 3 sentry further up into your opponent's face. Now, as you can see, this little setup gives my buildings the chance of survival no matter where they are. It gives my teammates teleports and heals, and gives my team coverage with the level 2 sentry. This is the ideal offensive engineer's nest. It's not cluttered for easy destruction, and it's not spread so far apart that nothing's going to happen. And as I said before, sentries are disposable. If that sniper took me out, If my sentry goes down, it goes down. Woo! Big whoop. However, in this case, it doesn't. But with this situation, that soldier should have rocket jumped and used my dispenser so I could get to the front faster for my gear. However, I'm in luck and my gear holds. Tip number 4 for being an offensive engineer with a level 3. It doesn't matter what gun you use one of preference. Usually you'll see me use the standard stock because the more damage output. With this, I use the Rescue Ranger for quicker travel of my sentry. And since this is the best option for at this time, it's pretty good. A Widowmaker's fine. Frontier Justice is really good with a level 3. It gives you a lot of crits, giving you a lot of stopping power by dropping another level 1 for your opponents to deal with while you take them out. And it's pretty well just use the sentry as your distraction. Tip number 4, when your spawn changes, get a new teleporter ready to go. I know my gun's going to be fine, or it's going to be destroyed. It's a temp one. I want to get a teleporter up. So, first thing I do, drop my exit, and then head immediately back to spawn while picking up the ammo pack. This way I can get my team to the front, and everything will go faster that way. Then, once I get my teleporter up and going, I want to upgrade to level 2. And then I want to get to the front and get up a new dispenser. However, since our push slowed down greatly, I see nothing happening to the cart on my map. So I upgraded to level 3 because I know we're going to need troops up there faster. And that'll be the best way to get them there. So as soon as it's level 3, I take my tele. I go around my gun. As I see my teammates are hurting and are probably going to need ammo. The medic is keeping up with them, but he's injured too. I peek around the corner. I want this metal pack. Spencer set up. I see my team's now pushing hard, so it's time to move in a level 3. I see that there's a sniper there and a soldier. I don't want to be in the line of headshots, but I want my gun to finish quick building. I back off with the Rescue Ranger immediately. I didn't notice that soldier behind me. My sentry picked him up luckily. So I got my level 3 up, pick up the soldier's fallen weapon for more ammo. And my whole goal right now is to keep this gun up so my team has a pushing power and a coverage. My gun's being spammed out by something, I don't know what. So I use cover and sniper gets me. However, he was so distracted by me, my sniper picked him up. My gun's still up, it's there, it's covering my team, goes down. It did its job. So I start to reset. However, with my teleporter pushing players up, we are actually able to win the game before I even get my sentry to level 2 to take to the front with me. So the power of a teleporter is quite good. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope these tips help you improve your offensive engineer. Join the Steam group. Subscribe for more engineer action. Let's build something in the next one.